Hey there, Tenno, I'm Shadow Scythe, and today we are taking a first look at Zephyr Prime Access. Now, obviously, as you can see, I have already picked up the Prime Access pack, and by now there's probably a few other people who have already got at least one video out. But I gotta admit, I absolutely love the way that Zephyr Prime looks, especially with like these bladed feathers sticking off of her arms. And then the one little detail that I didn't notice until later was the little thruster jets on the back of her calves. Those are just so fucking cool. And then I love the way that her helmet looks too. Anyway, as you can see, I've been playing around with her, the Tiburon Prime, and the Cronin Prime pretty much all day since she came out. I have not put a forma into any of these, so you don't have to worry about that being fucked up. But let's take a look at Zephyr's stats over the base really quick. 75 armor versus 15, 150 energy over 100, health and shield have remained the same, and a 1.2 sprint speed over a 1.15. Now, as for her polarities, she still has the same aura polarity, but she comes with two V polarities, a dash and a D, making this by far one of the easiest ways to modify her. Because I want to say I have one more polarity than this on her, on my regular one, and that was after 3 forma. And just to be sure, let me actually pull up my basic Zephyr and we'll take a look. Let's see. 2 V's, 2 dashes, and a D. Yep, I only had one additional polarity. So already, for me to just copy my build over, I just have to unlock the elixir slot and put in another dash polarity. So she has a ridiculous amount of customization right now. Now, the Tiburon Prime, unfortunately, I do not have a basic Tiburon. However, I can compare them in the market. Now, okay, so I didn't realize that the regular Tiburon also had 3 firing modes, as the Tiburon Prime does. However, it's a 28... The accuracy is the same for the burst, the semi, and the auto. Well, and it's just showing 0 because of the fact that A, I don't have this, B, I'm not on either one of those firing modes, and C, it's not even equipped. The fire rate on the burst is actually higher on the basic Tiburon, and it has slightly more base puncture damage. However, other than that, the critical chance, crit multiplier, magazine size, reload speed, and status chance, as well as the impact and slash damage, are all higher in the burst fire mode. Semi-automatic, it's showing 0s across the board. Actually, wait, no. If it's registering like this, then that, I think, pretty sure that actually means that this doesn't have the alternate firing modes. Yeah, I may have to pick this up again and mess around with it to confirm that for certain. But right now, we're just gonna assume, I'm just going to assume that it does not. If any of you watching this still have the regular Tiburon and are able to confirm whether or not that's true, please leave a comment down below. Well, yeah, that's what I wanted. And then the unfortunate outcome of the Tiburon is the fact that it is a Tenno Research Lab weapon. I mean, yeah, you can pick it up there, but to get the actual blueprint for it, you have to go to the Tenno Research Lab. So, the basic Tiburon does not have any polarities on it innately. However, the Tiburon Prime has 1V and 2 dash polarities, making doing a goofy-ass starter build like this really easy. But as you can see, just by the mods I have selected, I still need Forma to actually make this thing relatively good. Then there's the Cronin Prime. In comparison to the basic Cronin, slightly faster attack speed, just over double the critical chance, a higher crit multiplier, damage block has remained the same, leap attack, spin attack, and wall attack are all slightly higher, status chances increased by 4%. The damage increase, however, is a little bit of a letdown. 0.1 increase on impact, 0.1 increase on puncture, and a 0.8 increase on slash. So if you were a fan of the Cronin before, but hated the fact that it felt like you were doing no damage, I hate to burst your bubble about the Cronin Prime, but it is it's basically let's take the blade and let's run it along a whetstone. Here you go. Take your slightly sharper Cronin. And actually, I believe no, I haven't formed my regular Cronin. But in comparison of the two, other than Gemini Cross, well, the polarity, there are no other polarities on the regular Cronin. However, with the Cronin Prime, it did at least come with a V and a dash, making mod configuration a little bit easier, but it's still just not that good of a weapon. But as much as I hate to say it, there are just certain Prime weapons that, even after their Prime upgrade, they weren't all that good. So they were still roughly the equivalent of mastery fodder. As far as the changes on the actual abilities for Zephyr Prime, I can't say for certain if there really were any visual effect changes like what they've done with other Warframes in the past. Oh, holy shit, that was a lovely little lag spike. Now, I do already have custom colors and everything on all of this stuff, however, that's going to be set aside for a later video.
You're looking for Maru's Bazaar. Lucky for you, I've got a hot tip.
But you guys have waited long enough, so let's jump into a mission and go nuts. Oh my god, that freaking timer. It sucks. Alright. Like, obviously, well, that was not what I wanted to do. So, let's do this. I mean, it's pretty much the same as it's always been. Let me drop an energy pad. That is not what I wanted to drop. Alright. Okay, well, I guess Airburst has like the golden explosion at the end of it. Tailwind remains the same. And let me get to an open area before I cast her fourth ability. And there goes the tornadoes, which for the most part are the same. I haven't really... So I'm thinking that that Prime visual effect was put onto her second ability. I never really paid attention with my custom colors, so I'll have to reconfirm that in a later video. But all in all, I've had a lot of fun with Zephyr, like since her rework hit. And the fact that they did up her survivability even a little bit with the Prime variant is so nice. And they really did a good job with the Prime variant itself. I'm liking the new tail and the actual feather setup over what we had with the basic Zephyr. Not saying the basic Zephyr's appearance was bad or anything,
Well,
it's just this is
should be
so much
fun.
better.
Maybe you should stretch first. You know, limber up.
And I just realized that since I'm doing this with Zephyr, that was probably not the smartest move on my part. Oh well. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. But okay. Anyway, we're in.
I think you found it. That's what we came here for. Your job's done.
And then I love the way that the Cronin Prime looks, so it's kind of heartbreaking that they don't do more damage. Even just like I was kind of hoping for, like, instead of the base slash being that just over 52 like what it is, even if the base damage was like 65 slash would be decent. But yeah, and then melee channeling with her. It looks so good. And I gotta admit, I love like the little club symbol right on her chest that I never noticed before. Ow. Alright, let's ouch. Oh, I gotta go this way. Okay. That's lame. Nope. I mean, I have rejuvenation in. For the time being, I'm probably gonna end up forming out her aura slot to put in something different. I just don't know what I want to put down right now. So it's going to be a lot more trial and error for me to actually do something with Zephyr Prime. Just because I don't want to use the same build that I use on the basic Zephyr. I want to change it up a little bit and have it be a bit better. But anyway, that is really all that I have to show you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in and for all the continued love and support. If you like this video for whatever reason, hit that like button and subscribe, and be sure to follow me on Twitter for all things related to Twitch, YouTube, and any sort of IRL derp that could be causing a delay or a cancellation. And until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.